I'm very proud of the 20 years. I'm proud of the. I never try to to put myself to be out there by myself without saying something about Crossfire and the contribution that the band made to the whole landscape of entertainment in Barbados. And that was just a part of it. It was calculated, and it was the first thing that was a part of that was calculated that literally worked. Just worked. We were a hard-working band in a hotel, and we started to play in the nightclubs. And the difference in the nightclubs, what we brought that was different in nightclubs, that we dared to be ourselves and just was a bunch of wild guys on the stage, Barbadian type wild guy, and it just started to draw people like crazy. As a result of that, we started to have, as a minister said back then, a cult-like following, and we were approached by everything just happened in 1995, just sudden. So we were approached by some people, mad comedians, who were having a tent for the first time and wanted some fillers. I was supposed to be a filler, but it turned out that it was a bit more than that. So the tent facilitated us, and things just went from there. It just went crazy from there. There was same year, 1995. Well, it was the year after, 1996, but Voice in My Head was still fresh in Barbados. And this lady had called me from the psychiatric ward then in Queen Elizabeth Hospital. And I went down and I met this girl. From the time she saw me, they said to me, please be patient with this person, but we need you to meet this person. And from the time I walked into the room, the person looked around and started to cry and held me, and I was lost as what was going on. And then after she got over herself, she then explained to me that she had just slit her wrists and was laying down to die, and the song came on. And she got up and just added her hands and went to the hospital. And well, it was a powerful moment for me. And she cried like crazy, but it made me feel that right there and then that it was important to be responsible with lyrical content and the direction of your music, and how powerful music really can be. And it was I didn't know how to feel about it. It was really mixed. It was, on one hand, you felt good that your music can touch people, but on the other hand, the pressure of wanting to represent and wanting to be there for people was kind of tough. My most memorable moment on stage was, actually it was early this year. Mm-hmm. It was flying back to Colombia again. We haven't been to Colombia for a while. Yeah, so we were in Colombia, thousands and thousands of people. Before we left, we had a month of rehearsals, and I called the promoter and I asked, what is it, because you tend to have a particular list of songs that people will bring you for. So I said, what's the list of songs that are doing well there so that I would know how to build the set? And he was like, Something Greater, Voice in My Head. I said, listen, I know they are your favorites, but I want it. So I said, it's Pump Me Up, and what else? He said, no, Pump Me Up is okay here, but no, that's not the song here. I said, listen, I ain't got time, you know. And he said, listen, you're going to be surprised. And I still didn't believe him, so I did our normal set for what I could remember, what was popular in Colombia. And I put on the side of the set, Plan B, Something Greater, Voice in My Head. And we were doing the show. We had a fantastic time. And I decided, no, let me try to do Something Greater. And I went into Rebel's ear and I said, let me try Something Greater. He stepped forward. And from the time he hit, the crowd, I could not believe it. I looked around, and Beanie Man was performing the night after, so he was a guest in the VIP. And he looked at me like, you the man. He started pointing, you the man. I was like, whoa. I was blown away by it. And to see those people for a song that was just a song about the Calypso competition to other people, because I always had a love-hate relationship with the artists of Barbados, because to me they never wrote outside of the realm of the competition. It was almost as if they were afraid to write something that reached out to everybody. And they tended to call my songs gospel lips or whatever it is, the criticism. But yeah, ballads, that kind of thing. But I felt a moment come over me as if all that was justified, because these people weren't even speaking English. And they were singing every word and they knew every part of the song. And it was an awesome feeling to see so many thousands of people singing a song that the furthest it got in Barbados was the Pickety Crowd competition. It was surreal for me. Yeah.